Last one for the night, boys. We got ourselves Austin over for the team one. Ready to go. Bad Bunny on this team. Boona as a Mage, Merlin as well as Dane versus Blade class. We got ourselves Hockeys, Dax as well as Chicago holding the board as a 4-man squad. All they gotta do is just take down one and a quarter man, 1.25 of a health bar, and they'll be just fine. Dax is gonna be first up versus Bad Bunny. Immediately goes in with a cheap shot. Saps is off the bat. Shift to follow, stun up by Dax. Got himself full bleeds, maybe potentially massive damage. Try to see if he can get himself a good go versus Bad Bunny. Is it gonna be another Bad Bunny? Is it DC? Or is he just... I think it's a DC. I think it's a DC. Dax drinking out of it? Hold on a second. I think it was definitely DC. Someone went down. Someone went wrong. That is at least a cheat death out of Bad Bunny. Does go in for advantage here. For Dax, he does end up burning a trinket. Hold on. For Bad Bunny, this could be an opportunity. This something to follow. He does have himself a defensive that you could technically use. Evasion for Bad Bunny. You need a stump for this one. You need to lock him down somehow. Kid in the shot by Bad Bunny. Does he have himself a full go? He does get himself dance and everything available. It's not going to be death mark. Cloak shot is up. Everything is up. He's trying not to give a death mark. Charged by Dax. Trying to go for maybe a step. Doesn't get himself a step. Reset. Bad Bunny. No dots are in. Dax maybe in a lot of trouble. Might need a rallying cry right here. Otherwise, I was going to say for a second, he needs a rallying cry there. He's charging out. If he's fast enough, maybe he'll be able to catch Bad Bunny out in the open. I don't know if he's got any dots on him. I think he's actually clean. Enrage regen did 0 killing then. Yeah, enrage regen against evasion does nothing. It's not, yeah, it's so rough. You have to, I think that might not even help you either, but if you rally and cry, it keeps you above 10% health for a couple of seconds. Maybe that could have been the play, but it's borrowed health, right? You're borrowing. Set impress. All good, honestly. I feel it. You're setting up for next guy. Part of the 5v5 1v1 Duels, it makes you think about the competition in front of you, but also for the guy ahead of you too. So you're trying to plan out your CDs as well. Definitely. That is a thing that people start playing it a little differently in these duels for sure. Big burst of the Bad Bunny. Hawk is taking him out. Quick cloak does send everything into the other rogue. He needed to make sure the rogue does get taken out. They got to start making headway over for that team too, with Boona going to be up next. Hockey's last time versus Boona did go in with a full dance and everything. If he's very careful here, he should be able to whittle away the mage bit by bit. Garrotes are going to be huge. If you can get those Garrote silences, got himself full dots. Boona with an ultra, just trying to wait it out. Did you blink that? Did you blink towards the corner? Is that what happened? Might have actually. Hawk is just going in for a little cheeky Garrote. All the time reversing all his damage completely. 20 seconds for Hawkeyes with his dance. I don't know if he's going to go without dance or just... Yeah, just gonna try to see if you have a dry run. Not going for the stuns. I think he's saving those for dance for a little bit later. But Fire Blast are doing a number of damage to him. So Hawkeyes, if he's playing with fire, may not be a great feeling. Does do quite a bit of damage. Hold on, Hawkeyes. Fire Mage is actually hurt now. Hold on, even Hawkeyes is like, wait a second. Living Flame actually did damage. Hold on a moment. I don't like this one. Boona taking quite a bit of damage from these dots though. Just absolutely bleeding out on the arena floor. Not looking all that good. Hawkeyes just needs a little bit more to finish it. Icebox for Boona will be the next ability to use. He does have cheat death as well, so he's not going to die insta. Icebox. Does he break it? He breaks it just to get some damage on the Hawkeyes. Blind by the rogue, taking a bit of that damage. That Living Bomb does a number. Hold on a second. Living Bomb does actually very decent damage. So Boona can keep that Living Bomb up on the rogue every time. That's actually going to whittle him away bit by bit. Trying to see if he can maybe pick up the eye. Sap by the rogue. Got himself dance. I don't think he's going to commit, right? Unless... Do you commit? Cheat death? Maybe? It's definitely going to be cheat death out of Boona. That is going to be no dance breath. Boona just end up cheating it. Yeah, not much you could do. That is rough. That is rough. I forgot that they buffed Fire Mage actually. It does quite a bit of damage now. It definitely does quite a bit. Dane is going to be up next. Hawkeyes has everything for Dane, but also has Cloak. I think you just go in and send everything, right? Maybe Cloak to make sure you have an escape. I think you just got to send. You got to get the bubbles. You got to get the bops out of the guy. I think you have to. It's just your health is a little bit in a bit of a rough spot. Can he do it? The full cheap dots are in. Deathmark, everything is up into another Garrote. I think of that triple cheap shot. Oh, okay, hold on a second. I think that maybe the Paladin was trying to spam Shield of Vengeance there. Is that what happened? That would explain it. My goodness. Holy! He was like, okay, it's a short stun. It's a very short stun. I got my shield of in just a moment. Pop. My God. That's a lot. Hockey takes a lot of damage behind the pillar. Got himself a cloak at the very least. Trying to keep some pressure onto Austin. Cannot go for proper stuns here because that's just going to be a blink out of the mage. Does go for the stab though as he gets for a bit of a knock. Vanish is available. Does Hockey stay in? He stays in. Cheap shot. Does not have a way to reconnect with the mage. There's going to be missiles firing off on him. Cannot really do much until he gets himself shadow step or anything though. Oh, it's gonna be a rough one. It is gonna be a rough. Blind coming up very, very soon though. Also dance available very soon. Hawk is still taking so much damage from behind the pillar. Evasion that he's just trying to use whatever defenses he can, but I think it's just overcheat death. Yeah, Austin does end up taking him with Blade class gonna be up next. Last two left over for the team 2, but also last two left over for team 1. Blade class immediately with the Blaze Storm. Austin with an altar should be able to reposition. Got himself a kick. Actually was able to reflect that kick with the precog, giving him a bit of that kick immunity, but also CC immunity. Missiles around the corner. Blade does go for the stun, but that knock was so perfect. It was just pixel perfect. It's just out in the open, rooted, barrages, arcane blast, missiles to follow. There's just nothing you can do. Rally's the only thing you could do. Rally and cry. Oh no, it comes down to Chicago holding the fort for team 2, letting Austin get himself all the recovery he can, and Austin walking into this one with everything available. A bubble there and Haka's all damn was gone. True. Yeah, you have to just watch your health, right? When you use Death Mark, I think you just see Death Mark your bubble. I think as a paladin, you just see Death Mark your bubble. I know you're thinking of like, man, if I just don't bubble here, I use Shield of Menace. A lot of paladins do this too. A lot of them will be like, wait, hold on, that stun's so short. I can just Shield of Menace. Hold on a second. I can delay it a little bit. I can get that damage burst. I think just bubble it. I think you just see Rogue commit the cooldowns and bubble it. You play it super safe. Definitely play safe. Chicago take a lot of damage from to Austin though. That is a full burst available for the mage. Arcane Sphere around the corner as Chicago goes in for a wall together with Guardian. This is your opportunity to recover, but also reduce some damage. He's taking knock up onto Austin in just a second. Does go for the breath before the thunder comes down for the Shammy. Does go for the poly into a trinket for Chicago. Lasso onto Austin. Ring of Frost. They're just seeing one another as Austin making sure to take down those totems whenever they are up. Ring of Fire and Chicago having to leap through it, knocking it back. Big zapper by Chicago. Got his taser out for this one. This is going to be more blast to follow for Austin. Does get himself a juke kick on Chicago with shift and power to let him recuperate some of his cooldowns. Ice block still available, so he's okay. Touches the magic onto Chicago. Austin may just be able to take it. Does go for a kick maybe? No, he doesn't really do it. Not to kick. That's going to be juked by Austin. Big barrage into Chicago. Is it enough though? That's a massive touch of the magic and there's just nothing you can do. Against an Arcane Mage's skill is Austin. Yeah, 3 for him and 3 for Hawkins. Man, between mages and rogues, you know what? World of Magecraft, World of Roguecraft, we're just train dummies in it. That's all. Confirmed. Guaranteed. Blizzard. I do wonder how this is going to end up being in War Within, because some of the hero specs, you know what? We haven't seen the hero spec for Assassin, I can't say much, but the mage ones don't look that bad. I do want to see the Sun Fury, though. Arcane Sun Fury, I want to see what that'll look like. That might be nutty. Like, it is so goofy. Yeah, that map definitely does help some classes, that's for sure. Mages, for sure. Look at that knock on the warrior. It was so picture perfect.